type into several search engines is likely to produce different results. Types of search engines. There are basically 5 types of search engine available to you. The first one is free text search engine. Free text search engines are very easy to describe. You can simply search for any single keyword, a number of words, or in some cases a phrase. You are not limited in any way as to your choice. You may wish to search for the name of a company, a line of poetry, a number, a person's name, a foreign language term, just about anything. This approach has both advantages and disadvantages, as you would expect. Free text search engines are very useful if you know exactly what you are looking for, or if you are looking for a concept which can be defined in a small number of words. They are less useful if you want a broad overview of a subject, or are searching in an area that you don't know very well and consequently have no idea as to the best term to use. Index or directory-based search engines. These search engines take a rather different approach to providing you with information on sites that you might want to visit. Their emphasis is on classifying information under a series of major subject headings and then subdividing these into a tree structure of more specific headings, and sites are listed as appropriate in this directory structure. If this approach found similar, it is as anyone who has ever used a library classification scheme will know. The advantage of this approach is obvious, as the heading and subheadings can be used to guide the users through the vast amount of information. Third one is multi or meta search engines. The next type of search engine is not really a search engine at all, since a multi-search engine does not actually search anything itself. Instead, it takes your query and passes it on to a selected group of search engines. Once the results start coming in from these individual search engines, a multi-search engine displays the result on the screen. The more advanced engine will collate the results, removing duplicates, and put them in some sort of sensible order. Multi-search engines are useful if you want to try and obtain a comprehensive listing of websites that cover a particular subject. Individual search engine may not well be fully comprehensive, and one may index sites that another has missed, and vice versa. The fourth one is natural language search engine. This is a very small category with only very few engines. The most popular is probably Ask Jeeves. Search engine in this category will take your search terms and will attempt to map them to other terms as well. So search engine for tax revenue will look also for financial, business and economic information. They can be very useful if you are having real problems finding information. For example, I was able to find a list of gases that are partially soluble in water. By asking the question, which gases are partially soluble in water, I doubt that I would have been able to find information as quickly or as easily using any other search engine. The last one is resource or site specific search engine. The final category of search engine is perhaps the largest, but paradoxically the least used, probably as a result of their diversity. A resource specific search engine may well have been created simply to search one particular resource, such as the Bible, a dictionary, or an encyclopedia. The one type of resource-specific search engine which is worth mentioning here in little detail is what is generally referred to as people finder or people searcher. These engines will, as the name implies, find peoples on the internet. You obviously need to know a little bit about the person you are looking for, such as their name, where they come from, and any other information you have available. A people searcher will then attempt to locate individuals in its database that match the information you have provided and will list them for you, thus allowing you to contact them. Usually the email address is given, but in some cases you can also discover their geographical address and even phone number. This is all about the types of search engines, and some of the most useful search engines are Google, Yahoo, Alta Vista, Lycos, Archive, Web Crawler, etc. The next application of the internet is web portal. So what is a web portal? A web portal is a web that provides a starting point or gateway to other resources on the internet or an intranet. Intranet portals are also known as Enterprise Information Portals or EIP. The building blocks of Portals are portlets which contain portions of content published using markup language such as HTML or XML. So we can say that it is a website or service that offers a broad array of resources and services such as email, forums, search engine and online shopping malls. The first web portals were online services such as AOL that provided access to the web, but now most of the traditional search engines have transformed themselves into web portals to attract and keep a larger audience. Example of web portals are Alta Vista, AOL, Yahoo, Lycos, etc. And next application is e-journal. What is an e-journal? A publication, often scholarly, that is made accessible in a computerized format and distributed over the internet. This means that you can access selected electronic articles from home, within the trust, another place, or even your local public library, or even an internet cafe. For example, the journal Scientific American can be found in both paper and electronic version of the university. There are literally thousands of electronic journals which offer high quality information totally free of charge. These are often in receipt of funding from one organization or another, exist to promote the free flow of information in their chosen subject area. The next application of internet is electronic mailing list. Electronic mailing lists are a special usage of email that allow for widespread distribution of information to many internet users. Software installed on a server which processes incoming email messages and depending on their content either act on them internally or distribute the message to all users distributed to the mailing list. Popular example of mailing list software include GNU, Mailman, Listserv and Majordomo. Today, mailing lists are most often used for collaboration on various projects and as a way of distributing current views and other such information. One very popular mailing list is BugTrack. Sometimes these take the form of what is termed as discussion list. A subscriber uses the mailing list to send messages to all the other subscribers who may answer in similar fashion. Thus, actual discussion and information exchange can happen. Mailing lists of this type are usually topic oriented. For example, politics, scientific discussion, joke contest, etc. Even if the topic can range from extremely narrow to whatever you think could interest us. The next application is Bulletin Board System. BBS or Bulletin Board System is an electronic message system for reading and posting message. It is usually comprised of small group of users who have a common interest distributed to some geographical area. BBS are not very expensive and sometimes free to callers. Subscribers reach bulletin board via telephone lines. BBS provide email services as well as chatting room forums on a special subject of interest to the individual. Nowadays, several BBS are available on the internet. BBS is similar to newsgroup. It contains programs, documents, graphics, sounds or video clip, etc. If it can be put in a computer file, it can be attached to a computer file. Most of what is found on a BBS can be downloaded. Members send information files to BBS also. Exchange of personal mail is another feature of BBS. FAO, NATIS, DDA, DOE are some of the example of BBS or Bulletin Board System. The next application is computer conference. Computer conference allow a group of people to hold a discussion via computer. Member of the group can use this system to post messages to the whole group. Discussions can thus take place over a period of time. It is similar to many ways to email, except that the way it organizes messages make it much easier to follow the threads of discussion between group members. Participants at any number of sites can engage in synchronous and asynchronous interaction by entering messages, mostly via their keyboards and reading messages as they appear on the computer screen. Messages can be held by computer until the user log in and chooses to read them. Computer conferencing environment add of the functionalities of email system to the additional benefit of allowing designated group of users access to common shared data bases of previously sent messages. Although different versions of computer conferences are used. Word conference means discussion between people on certain topic or topics. And the last one is virtual seminars. What is a virtual seminar? Virtual seminars are efficient, low-cost opportunities to learn from industry expert in the comfort of your own office. By logging into a secure website and dialing in on the phone, attendees see and hear real-time presentation and participate in the live question and answer sessions, all from their own desk or conference room.